Hey there, all you farm loving fools. Here's today's project. This is a cattle feeder. It's upside down right now. It's time for some maintenance. When I bought it, I got a deal on it. It only had 2 legs. This is classic. They make them out of regular steel, they rust out, and then nobody wants to monkey with them. They just go buy a new one. Always buying a new one. Well, I want to put a third one on it and do some touch up welding to the rest of these. Now, some of you may recognize where this part comes from. This is simply an exhaust part. You can buy these, get them online. You can go to the store and get them or order them. It's just a 180 degree turn, stainless steel. Now, you guys know me. I always like to make things a little better than they were. So I'm putting a stainless steel one on there, and I won't be working on this one again. They use them in triangulation because then it never wobbles. If you have 4 legs like a table, you can get that wobbling. I'm sure you've seen it somewhere. If you do 3 legs, like the old stools, if you look back in history, the old milking stools were always 3 legged. I assume it's because the barn floors weren't concreted. They didn't have a lot of cement back then. And wherever you put it, it won't teeter totter. So there's something else that might be useful to you. Show you how we do this. I don't have everything all set up. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on the video, but I wanted to show you guys what I'm up to and how this works. This is today's project. So basically, I got the welder set up right here. Maybe we can tack it on. I can show you the part that I think is important. If my cords and everything will reach, I'm not too prepared for welding outside. But I don't think I'm going to paint this either this year. I'm sure I'll be revisiting it when I do these other 2 legs. They're not going to last. That's just how things are. But the stainless steel one will. Now, some of you guys that weld a little bit are familiar with mixing steels, if that's a thing. Welding stainless and regular cold rolled or flat rolled, just a mild steel, it isn't like the ideal situation. You'd like to have stainless all around. Well, we're not doing that. Let's just get that out of the way right now. What I want to do, I got everything ready except a hammer. That's okay. We're going to kick this on. It doesn't really matter. Just kind of using. I can't jump over that. Oh, sorry about that. I do that all the time. The microphone's on that hat. I apologize. Let's see what we can do here. I think I turn this thing backwards is what I usually do, but we won't be talking a lot while I'm welding. I just want to show you what I've come up with as coping to cope with this. You kind of want it to fit the pipe so it'll weld better. I just grossly, I'm not going to show you. Just take a grinder and make that basic shape. And there's 2 tricks. Your welder's going to do most of the work. But I'll just show you how I do it. Just take a second. If there's some scratchy because of my microphone, I apologize. But here, you might be able to hear me. You might not. I don't know. But all we're going to do is get a couple tacks on it. I'm going to quit talking. You know, you guys caught it. I know you did. I swear I never do that. Didn't put my ground wire on. Ground clamp, ground cable, whatever you want to call it. I don't usually forget, but I get nervous when I'm online. There we go. No welding gloves. We're just going to do some tacks. Here we go now. I can't see. All right. A couple. That might be too hot. Doesn't matter. I'll adjust later. I said it later. All right. One in here. Metal's thin too. I don't mean my new metal. And I am welding outdoors with gas, which can be a problem, but it's not windy today. I'll weld this up real good later. I mean, seriously. Cows are going to push it around. That don't sound too good there, does it? We just need a few tacks. All right. Dang it. Microphone stuff. Now, what I do to make this fit, now, again, realize farm. Did I say farm? This farm stuff. Anybody going to go down and look at my cattle ring and tell me how it looks? Are they going to complain about how it's welded? More importantly, am I going to see it? Is it going to bother me? No. All I do is get some tacks on there, and where the metal sticks out a little bit and be forever welding it, I'll just do a couple, but it bends in there really easy. And it cleans out a bunch of the junk. So you just tap that in closer. And then you can put your welds on there. You can keep manipulating it with that hammer, but I'm going to have this done tonight, and the cows will be eating out of it. So, short video. You guys want to keep watching me weld, we could do that. But I'm just kind of showing you a little bit every day. If you guys like these videos, I'll do longer and longer ones. I try to keep them 10 minutes or less. Give people something to look at. The bottoms of these metal ones, I mean, they need some attention. I'm not going to be overly proud of it. I could take a piece of strap and weld on here on both sides. It's really dirty. The strapping metal I use is going to rust. So what I'm probably going to do, it's better, but it sure won't look better. But again, we're not looking at so much looks, we're looking at function. So these, I can't get them on there because these aren't broke. I could break them. Put these on a little bigger pipe. What I'm going to do is split them. I might have some other scrap in there. I keep everything. But take one of these and split it. Then you can bend it around this, maybe even overlap it. Put a seam weld on it, adjust it where you want it, weld it on, and then you'll at least have the bottom that sits right in the dirt. I mean, you can put my finger in there. Put a tubing over that on both of these. Nothing lasts forever, but that's going to last a whole lot longer than this. So that's, yeah, there's some garbage scrap. I got to have something a little longer than this. I got pieces and parts everywhere. I'll probably keep these. Yeah, I got a couple of bent parts. Got some scrap. It's got a bell on it. I don't want to use that. I'm sure I've got more around here. Another one down there with a bell on it. I suggest not using galvanized. It will last longer, but at least weld outdoors. You should have a mask on. I'm not Mr. Safety, but galvanizing is really bad for you. I mean, heavy metal bad. So think about that if you're going to do that. This one's packed with dirt. I'm probably going to leave it. I'm going to weld for a while. Probably a good hour of welding out here. So thanks for coming. I appreciate you guys checking out the channel. I'll see you again tomorrow because I'll do daily projects. All right, gotta go.